Hello and welcome to episode 183 of my Wurm Unlimited tutorial series. This episode will be on me making an iron candelabra and then looking at all the other candelabras that Raynstorm has created. But first, say hello Raynstorm.
Hi everyone, Raynstorm here.
Okay, so let's start off. In the last episode we made candles. The reason we made candles, as well as them being a good cheap light source, is that you can use them with candelabras to light them. They're the fuel. Candles are fuel for candelabras. So here's some information about candelabras before I make one. They are worth quite a sum of money to a trader. Can be used as a lamp by filling it with candles, as I just mentioned. No matter how many candles the model holds, you only need one candle to fill it. So don't go putting loads of candles in. One candle fills a candelabra. Will not stay lit indefinitely on deed. So you've got your spirit templars, providing you've got your oil barrel, they're keeping your lanterns lit, so don't worry about that. Cannot be planted or painted. Needs at least jewellery smithing skill of 1 to create. So guess what skill you use for making candelabras? You guessed it, jewellery smithing. It also uses jewellery smithing for improving, for imping. So if you want to imp your candelabra up, you'll be using the jewellery smithing skill as well. So candelabras are an excellent way for to grind up your jewellery smithing. Although there are simpler things you can make for the jewellery smithing, and it's all down really to if you've found the right ores to be able to do that. But there you go, there's some details. Anything you want to add to what I've mentioned, Raynstorm?
I wasn't paying attention. You said different metals for the different candelabras?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it all depends really on what ore veins they've opened up, because they're mainly new players, aren't they, watching this series?
Right.
And so they may have only found iron, or they may have only found silver. The good news is you can make them out of silver. We're going to go through all the different metal types in a moment. Raynstorm will give us a fashion show of candelabras, if you like. She'll go by each one. Anyway, Sorry.
Now, real quick, just some of the metals you can only get when it's an epic server and through missions, or if you have a nice GM on your server that knows that you're not going to be doing epics, and then allows players to have them.
You can also get them on the adventure servers in chests, though, can't you?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You can get them in chests.
Yeah. So if you're playing adventure mode,
that's where mostly ours come from.
Right, okay, so to create a candelabra, you need to activate a glowing iron lump, as I'm making mine out of iron. The minimum amount of material you need is 2.50 kilograms. So let's have a look in my forge. Or not my forge, Raynstorm's forge. And let's open up my inventory, might help. Okay, so we're going to need a small anvil, and here's some iron that Raynstorm kindly got for me. Let's grab that. Let's combine it. So, activate your iron lump, right click on your anvil, create, and lights and lamps, and there you go, candelabra. Now if I just show you my skill at the moment is 21, so not too shabby. Okay, so let's do this. Bang, and there we go. Oh, look at that, it's even lit. Okay, so that's how you make a candelabra, straightforward enough. I'll put your iron and small anvil back in your forge, Raynstorm, thank you for that.
Alright.
Okay, so there's a candelabra. Now, let's take a look at all the rest of the other types. In standard, if you're just like playing with like us in creative, Your standard metals you're going to find are, to make candelabras, are iron, copper, silver and gold. Just them 4 types. But like Raynstorm said, on adventure servers you got chests and you can get the other materials.
We have chests on this server too.
Oh, we do?
Well, I set it so that we do get chests on this server.
Oh, okay. Okay. Right, give us a guided tour then of all these beautiful candelabras.
So this first one here is the one that you just made out of iron.
Oh yes, actually, so what I want to quickly do then, before you go any further, is I'm going to drop my candelabra here, the one I just made, and I'm going to show with this one, I'll do it for all of them. Now that's lit, so let's snuff it out. It's lit because that's a little glitchy thing that happens with the forge. When you make a light source in the forge, it lights it, even though it's got no fuel in it. Let's examine it, and it should tell us it's got no fuel. It could be, and so it doesn't mention about that. So let's get a candle from the iron one, which is done already. Take that. So to fill the candelabra, to give it fuel, which is the candle, activate your candle, right click on your candelabra and fill. Okay, now I can light this candelabra. If I hadn't have put a candle into it, I wouldn't be able to light it, as I'll show with another one. So let's light. There you go. How wonderful. Hey. Right, now
they give off a lot of light.
Yeah, they do give off a lot of light as well, very bright. So in your minds, no doubt they're all full of candles, and eventually you'll be upgrading them to candelabras, although you probably stick with lantern. Okay, so just to quickly demonstrate before Raynstorm goes into telling us about all the rest. If I right click this without a candle being put into it, you'll notice there is no light option. I've got my steel and flint activated, but there still is no light option. There you go. Right, Raynstorm, I'm ready for the rest of this.
Okay, so this one that I'm standing next to is silver. For those that have silver in their mind. This one here is copper.
Oh yeah, the arms look distinctly different, don't they?
Yep. And this one is gold.
Yeah, very grand. Very deluxe.
Now the ones that you can get, the ores that you can get from the chest, this would be glimmer steel. It's kind of a creamy color. It's not gold, it's not silver, it's not white, you know.
That's quite nice, I like that.
Yeah. And this one over here, if you get up close, you can tell it's got a bluish tone to it, and that's adamantite.
Wow, that's a real glowing one. I like that, adamantine.
And this one over here that looks like it's got blood all over it is Cerol.
Same as your armor, isn't it?
Yes, same as my armor.
Yeah, that one would be in the Labilla followers camp. I think they'd be using that with their demons and everything. Yeah. Us followers of the light will stick with this one. You can
use it in some rooms that have like red tones, you know, like when you're using the red rug or like the new dragon tapestry that we created. It would look good in that room.
True. Yeah, there's some nice looking candelabras. I must say though, the red one's not really one I'm keen on. These three are my favourites.
I really like the adamantite one with the blue tone. That would look good with that new the new rug that has like the trees. It's all the trees in it. Had that outdoor look. Remember that one?
Yes.
I think it was McClaven or something like that was the name of it. But it looked like trees and stuff, and then using the blue rug, I think it would be really nice.
Right, let's put I'm going to put a candle now in each one so we can take a look at them all lit. So the silver.
That's not showing a lit graphic. Oh, that's because I got to light it. So even though the candle is lit, when you put it into the candle, it's not showing a lit. You have to actually light it once you put it in there.
The copper one's quite nice, really, as well. Yeah, it's getting very bright here. These candelabras being lit. There we go. And you're going to do the gold one. Yeah, the adamantine, maybe that's my favourite. Although I do like this glimmer steel.
The gold is very regal.
Yeah, that is luxurious, the gold one, I think. Gold looks good anywhere, let's face it. Yeah, very, very nice. So there you go, you're going to have fun with candelabras. And also, like, we are planning in the future, I don't know when, but there's lots of different light sources, and you'll remember back in, I don't know, the first 20 episodes, I've done one on light sources. Things have changed a bit since then, so I thought it would be nice, we agreed it would be nice to show all the new light sources. So we've done candles, we've done candelabras, we're going to be going through all the different light sources at some point. It won't all be like the next load of episodes, but eventually we hope to cover them all. Hey, Raynstorm.
Sure.
Is there anything else you'd like to add to the candelabra episode? Anything maybe we've missed?
I can't think of anything. I just know that when they're in the buildings, when they're in... Actually, can we go up there and see what it looks like in a building?
Is it just candelabras?
Yeah, it's just the candelabra.
Okay.
To see how bright they actually show up in a room. I know they seem bright out there, but for some reason they seem really bright in the houses.
Okay. Yeah, the lanterns do look boring, don't they? Iron lamps. Compared to a candelabra, that is. Oh, I like that. Yeah, the way you've done that. It looks like it's sitting on the table. Very nice. Bit cramped though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's... I guess it's the fireplace that's causing the real bright, but... I guess it must be the... let me see if I can snuff this out. Yeah.
It don't matter, they've seen it. That looks nice though, the way you've done that.
It's just I have some candles in this room, and just the whole corner is just lit, you know? So. But yeah, that's just one of the ways you can do with the candles, or you can put them inside of these, you know, push them into these cabinets and stuff. It looks like they're sitting on the cabinet.
Oh, what, on that table you mean?
Yeah, so if we took that candelabra and then pushed it into this cabinet, it would look like it was sitting on the cabinet instead of the table.
Which cabinet? You've lost me.
Behind you.
Oh, that one there?
Yeah. Actually, I have the iron one. Let's see. Plant. Where did it go? I just planted it, I thought. Plant. Oh, the one that you made is too poor quality. It won't let me.
That's okay, but you're saying it's the same effect as this table. Just the arms are sticking out the top.
See, I stuck it in the...
Oh, right, you've done it. Okay. Yeah, very cool. Nice idea.
So they don't have to be just sitting out by themselves. You can stuff them back into things. And
you can get all creative with them.
Yep.
Right, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, not a very long episode, but we got the job done with the candelabras. Okay, if you want to say your goodbyes, I will say the outro.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you, Raynstorm, for your time and effort, for your company, for all the materials, and for all of the work that you've done. And I know there was a lot of work that you've done, so thank you very much for that. And I know all of the viewers appreciate your hard work as well. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep every last one of you safe. Thank you for watching. and have a fantastic day. Goodbye.